waving your arms around.
Go right here.
Hello, everyone. My name is Logan.
And I'm Jen.
And this is Surprised by Marriage. Today, we're going to talk about something that we kind of always talk about in little bits, parts of our videos. We even did a vlog about this. But today, we're going to talk about marriage retreat.
Yes.
And why we do it.
Yep. Yeah, there's a lot of misconceptions about marriage retreats. A lot of times you tell someone you're going on a marriage retreat and they're kind of like, oh.
Yeah.
They're kind of like a little concerned for your marriage, but it's not, doesn't mean that we're about to divorce or anything like that. It's just the perfect time to get away, to reconnect and reevaluate how our life is going, how our marriage is going. And it provides like a safe place to talk about our struggles and all that.
Yeah, because within marriage, as with everything, and we talk about, life is full of distractions and noise, and it just gets louder and louder and louder and louder and louder and louder until you just need to stop and just hear nature. You hear that bird? I hear that bird.
It's a lot of birds.
It's a lot of birds outside today. But nature is where God calls the heart. And so, naturally, as it makes us feel good to get away from all that distraction, as a couple, that's what we need to do in our marriage as well. So that's why marriage retreats are good, because it allows us the time to get away from our kids and really focus on us. Yeah. Right, Jen?
It's hard to evaluate how things are going when you're in the thick of it. So for us, we've realized, because we've done this 4 times now, is it's a lot easier to look and talk about how things are going when we're removed from the situation and we're in the great outdoors and enjoying the weather and not having to worry about cooking, cleaning, taking care of kids, all of that. It just really is helpful. And we've come to enjoy that time together a lot.
When we decided to go on our first retreat, that was clearly Jen's idea, so I had nothing to expect, and I was like, we were going on our 5th year of marriage.
Almost, yeah.
Almost our 5th year of marriage, and I'm like, why do we need to go on a retreat? Things are good. Things are pacing themselves well with us.
I don't know. They weren't really good. We had a 1-year-old, and we were pregnant with our second.
Well,
and
I mean, that seemed good.
No, it was a really rough pregnancy, and so we were stressed, and we just needed some time away.
Yeah. I guess my mind is a little hazy.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, that's just to show you how much we've grown since that first retreat.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever we went to this first retreat, we realized how many couples were going through so many different things, and it makes you, and both young couples and old couples. So we realized that why not get a jump on improving our marriage now, as opposed to letting it get bad in the future by disconnecting or creeping apart, as we talked about, and just different ways that...
Right, that's why we go every year now, is because it's been such a great opportunity to reevaluate everything and talk about our issues and think about how we want to move forward and improve our prayer life, our family life, our marriage, all of the things.
And we always get something new out of each retreat.
Every single time.
Even though we hear some similar things, some things are different, but God has a way of showing us something different that we didn't see before.
Yeah, our takeaway is always different.
Yes. This past marriage retreat that we went on, we had a little reminder when we started to pray about life and how hard it can be when you're married with all the distractions.
And how sneaky the devil can be.
Very sneaky.
Because we had like a really great session. It's a couple of reflection time, and we had answered questions, and we thought we had like a really fruitful talk, and we were excited about the rest of the weekend. And so we're closing that time in prayer, and we both open our eyes at the same time. We're sitting in front of a pond.
Yeah, so we're watching the little baby turtles.
Yep.
And the little fishies swim around, and it's just so wonderful.
Yeah, cute turtles. It was beautiful weather, so we were enjoying it, and we're praying, and all of a sudden we both open our eyes at the same time, and we see a snake.
A snake?
Swimming across the water right in front of us.
It was a huge snake.
No, it wasn't big.
Okay,
but it was a
snake.
snake. It was a snake, and I hate snakes, and I always consider snakes the devil because they're my least favorite thing in the world. But afterward, we were so distracted while we were supposed to be praying, and we're too busy looking at this snake in the water. And afterwards, we couldn't help but think how great of a metaphor that is, not only for marriage, but just life in general. How you think you're doing really good, you're praying together, you're communicating together, and all of a sudden something comes along and distracts you, and a lot of times you don't even realize that you're being distracted. Yeah, the enemy can be so sneaky. So it was a great metaphor, and it just reminded us that we need to be aware that he is trying to distract us and ruin things, because last year, we even did a video after our retreat last year. On the way home, we got in this huge fight on the way home from our retreat.
Yeah,
so ridiculous.
That last year would have been our third retreat, and boom, just like that. It's like... So, you know.
We're not perfect.
No, we're just striving to try to be a little bit perfect.
Right. Small steps towards holiness. That's our goal.
Yeah.
So we wanted to share that with you and encourage you to look in your area and see if you have a retreat. And if you're in the New Orleans area, check out the Willwoods community, faithandmarriage.org, I think. I'll try to put the link.
Yes.
Below.
Lent is a really good time as well to work on those things and take the time out of your marriage to do something like that if you both aren't on the fence about it as far as...
And even if there isn't a retreat near you, just take a weekend or at least one overnight. Just get away from your house, away from everything else, and focus on each other.
Reconnect and reset, because that's what it's about. Yeah, not get caught with the hustle, the bustle of the world. Hustle and the bustle of the world.
All right, we're done. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Boom!